Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time watching, you're welcome. If it's your first time watching, also welcome. I love you so much. My name is Austine Nuel. So first of all, on the positive notes, let me welcome you guys officially on this channel into 2021. Oh my god, it's very crazy, and it's a miracle that we're actually past the year 2020 and we have moved into a new year 2021. Obviously 2020 was not quite the year for most people around the world, me inclusive as well, but I can't wait to see the positive things this year has to bring for us. That being said, this brings us into today's brand new video. I know I wasn't quite consistent in posting on my YouTube channel throughout the ending of last year due to some reasons best known to me, which I might let you know in today's video, but please forgive me. I promise to turn it for the better this year. Before we move on, you see that big red subscribe button right there, that big one that is looking at you, just click on it and you see that small bell there, that small one, just bang and you will receive a notification if you upload a brand new video. Alright guys, let's jump into today's video. Okay, so I'm going to start with the eyebrows and do the usual thing to it, which is outlining the bottom and the top. Now do this very carefully as you don't want to ruin the perfect shape of the eyebrows, so I will suggest perfectly groomed eyebrows, and while outlining, follow the exact shape and use very little force. You guys have seen me do Debbie's eyebrows a million times on this channel, so it's just like a usual routine, but you have to use thicker strokes at the outer corner of the eyebrows, and then at the inner corner use light strokes, drawing hair-like strands going upwards like I'm doing right now. To cut the eyebrows, I'm using a flat top concealer brush and the MAC Cream concealer in the shade 005. Do this carefully as well, and while cutting, drag the concealer down to prevent creasage and to ensure a smooth blend. For the top part of the eyebrows, I do use a foundation so it's easier to blend in afterwards while doing the whole face. You can use a cream concealer or you can use a dry concealer, but today I used the dry concealer because I thought of switching my makeup products. Like I always use Aloe Pro concealer or cleaning all the eyebrows, so I thought I would use something different today, and I tried out this new product. It was recommended to me by a friend on Facebook and I actually love this product. So you can use a cream, you can use dry, you can use foundation, whatever product that works well for you, but just make sure you have that perfect shape of the eyebrows which you're looking for. Moving on to skincare, I'm starting off with the Aloe Vera Glow Primer, and whichever primer you're using, be it a mattifying primer or a moisturizing primer, you can either use your fingers to apply or you can use a brush, but me, I usually use my fingers because it spreads the product evenly around the face, the moisture on the hands and the motion on the face, like it just smooths everything out together, and let it set first before applying foundation on top. Now a trick to note, guys, if you have dry skin, like very dry skin, you have to start with a moisturizer before doing primer, or if you're doing only primer, you can just use a moisturizing primer, not a mattifying primer. On the other hand, if you have oily skin, you can just skip the moisturizing part and go for primer. For foundation, I'm using the Mary Kay medium coverage foundation in the shade Chestnut. This time I'm using the medium coverage foundation, not a full coverage. Throughout my last videos, I've always been using full coverage, and speaking of switching my makeup products, I decided to switch the foundation as well. So I'm using medium coverage this time, and it's Chestnut. Now use a damp beauty blender to apply so that it gives you that smooth finish. If you're using a brush, on the other hand, make sure it's soft, round and very fluffy, but normally I would prefer a beauty blender because it tends to spread product around the face. Although it absorbs much of the product into it, it really gives you that smooth finish, while a brush on the other hand is good as well, but can't be compared to that of a beauty blender. So any technique which works for you, use it. To highlight, I'm going to be using a cream concealer, and for once, this is Aloe Pro concealer in the shade Fawn, not Cool Tan. For once, I know I've been using Cool Tan a lot on this channel. It's actually because the shade Fawn was actually hard for me to find. Like, oh my god, Fawn is really that expensive. Oh, so I'm using Fawn this time, not Cool Tan for once. Speaking of switching makeup products. Okay, so this is the face that I like to highlight, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out. So I'm still using that same beauty blender I used to blend the foundation, because the remaining products in the beauty blender is going to smoothen out the face. Like, it gives you that smooth texture. But if you decide to change beauty blenders, you can. In between your makeup routine, you want to switch, you can switch. But for those who are economical like me, yeah, your economical type, use what you have at the moment. So I'm going to use that same beauty blender and blend the face. Now I like doing other parts of the face before coming to the under eye, because the under eye is the place that tends to crease the most. So I start off with the chin, the forehead, around the face before moving to the under eyes to blend it out, and immediately I'm going to set it in with a setting powder so that it doesn't crease right before I come back to set. So to set, I'm using the black Opal Deluxe setting powder, and I'm going to set the areas I highlighted only. If you're okay with setting the whole face, then do so, but I like setting the areas I highlighted because it just focuses the highlights on those areas of the face. And you can literally see how smooth and flawless her skin looks like. Oh my god, the concealer and powder really tied everything together. I am so loving this look, guys. So next step is to contour, and for contour I'm using the Professional Beauty powder palette in R45, and probably just contouring like I usually do the cheekbone, jawline, forehead, and the nose as well. For the cheekbone, the jawline, forehead, and other areas of the face, use a round fluffy brush. It must be very smooth and soft. And for the nose, use a tiny brush like I'm doing so. And to contour the nose, kindly start below the eyebrows and go down to the bridge of the nose. Don't use too much product, or else the nose is going to appear very dark, and then blend it in going upwards. So moving on to the eyes, since it's a nude we're doing today, today's technique is going to be quite different from what I usually do. So first I used a thick white concealer to draw the cut crease, and basically the crease took the shape of the eyes because I wanted to keep the color on the eyelid only. After cutting the crease, I just used a nude eyeshadow on top of that. You can go for any nude shade you want to, but I'm going for a peachy shade. I'm going to do the liner, lashes, and the other eye off cam, and be back to complete the face. Next, I'm dusting off the excess setting powder on the face, which I use to bake. And please, for all the products and information you need on this video, click the description box down below. So my secret technique to hiding any little harsh line that might have appeared on the face as a result of the baking, I usually use blush. So I use a pink tone blush on the cheek, and I'm blending it in with an A43 brush from Morphe. To set the face, I use the MAC Fix Plus in the Pink Light edition. To highlight, I'm using an eyeshadow shade, and this combo is actually really pretty though. I didn't think that eyeshadow would do the trick. I've seen other makeup artists try it before, but I've never tried it, but it's really pretty. So to highlight, I highlighted on the cheek right above the contour, highlighted on the chin, the brow bone, and on the nose and the cupid's bow as well. So if you're doing this, use a fan brush as I'm doing, or use any brush that's suitable for you, but it must be round and fluffy. That's the number one rule in using any texture of brushes: round, fluffy, and very soft.
Purchase your tracks today.
Last but not least is the lippity doodahs, and I line first with Davis number 18, and then I apply the Huda Beauty lipstick in Nude and lip gloss for a bit of signature Nuel touch, and that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. So this is it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and also learned from it as well. If you did, don't forget to drop a thumbs up down below for this video. It really means a lot. And leave your thoughts, critics, ideas, comments, recommendations, suggestions, and questions in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them. If you've not yet already, be sure to click the subscribe button and come join the family. And if you would like to know more about me, my makeup career, you can follow me on all my social media accounts. Right right here around the screen. The first ever video shout out of 2021 goes to Daochi655. Thank you so much for your support, and if you want to be the next video shout out, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and send me a message that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Alright babes, that'll be all for today. See you in the next one. Bye.